Good morning. Happy Friday. Ooh, Mark is looking good. I checked it when I first woke up at 5 a.m. and I saw this. I was like, whoa, holy consolidation. Finally, something for us. And then charting, I looked at the 4-hour. So many wicks. So I believe that if we were truly bullish, this here and ES tapping into NWOG would have just pumped us back to all-time highs. But because after a reaction like this, in hindsight, we did not go back to all-time highs, then I am seriously considering some type of short today. So I got on my computer, and the first thing I saw was this or something. Yeah, this. This was the first thing that I saw. And I was like, oh, that looks very SMR-y. I scrambled and I was like, ah! And then as I was finding my MNQ and doing a quick analysis, I lost the position. It was too late to enter. So I just said, thank you for showing me that. We will wait for our position at market open. But if we really look, like what did we sweep? Actually, I didn't check it on ES. ES just hit into a 15. Oh, okay. ES took out a 1-hour intermediate term high. Okay, so nice liquidity swept. But when I signed in my computer, I didn't have all that context. Anyway. So the first thing we're going to do before we talk about and do market stuff is we're going to do our journal. So does everybody have their journal out? Yeah, journal, okay. So take a moment here, take a few breaths. Feel calm as we go to write in our journal. And let's set some intentions for today. The way we're going to do this is we're going to reprogram our subconscious mind. So what does that mean? It means we're going to do our pre-market journal in the future. So let's start with our date. October 31st, pre-market journal. And then we're going to write out our intentions as if they've already happened. Okay? So I'll read mine out as we're going, and then we can go over all of them. If anybody has any questions, please ask. I'm more than happy to answer any question. I actually love answering questions. So let's start. Today, I risked 200 per A+ setup. Today, I was very patient. As I waited for my setup. Today, I am very grateful that I conquered my fear in the market. Today, I am very grateful for my passion and persistence with trading. Today, I thank myself for showing up and sticking to my plan. And then I'm going to write a big thank you with a big smiley face. All right. Okay. I feel great now after writing all those things. And just take a quick look here. So it doesn't take too long, but it actually feels great. And the whole purpose of this is to really reprogram our subconscious mind. So our brain doesn't know the difference between reality and delusion. So the more that we could use our language to program ourselves towards our path to success, the greater we can feel and the more success we will find. So, everybody done their journal? Perfect. How are you guys feeling about the writing in the past tense? Like it's already happened. Perfect. So, great job doing your journal. Now we're going to close our journal. We will save it for when we are done trading so that we can go over our session. And now we will take a quick 2-minute prayer. So the first minute will be in silence, and then the second minute I will take us through a prayer. Perfect. All right, so first of all, we'll start by saying thank you to myself for showing up every day consistently and for doing our best to stick to our plan. We are human, we have emotions, but every day that we recognize our mistakes is a day that we can move forward, not only in our success, but in the market. Thank you to everyone that joins me here as we stick to our rules together, because it's great to have a community and it's great to feel like just not alone. Trading can be a very lonely journey because it's you versus the screen, but as we have our prayers and as we do our journaling together, then collectively our hearts and our souls connect. So thank you. Thank you. All right, beautiful prayer. So back to the market. All right, very nice, very nice. Smart money reversal. So we're still holding this here. Let's turn on our sound. I imagine that market open is just going to close through this. That 15-minute does close at market open. But today, basically, and we're at VWAP. Ooh, Delta looks very red. So basically, my conditions today are this obvious 1 hour. We don't really have anything above that we've got this 1 hour. Okay. So conditions today are this obvious 1 hour,
stop NQ sell,
which we are holding. This obvious 1 hour. And this obvious 1 hour. So this 1 hour here, we've kind of been bopping around in. We sort of have equal highs. It was like swept by a tick. I'm not too confident on whether that was a liquidity sweep or not. But as we talked about just a couple minutes ago, ES did take that 1 hour intermediate term high there. So it is a valid SMT to go down. And the look of that reversal really does look like a smart money reversal. So 10 o'clock comes, do we close above this? Or how are we bopping around in here? I guess we'll find out. We have a 1 hour intermediate term low here. Also a 4 hour intermediate term low. I did not chart out the 4 hour because A, it's tiny. And B, the 1 hour was a lot more obvious. ICT has a term called gap clarity, and it depends on how obvious that gap is. Like how far can you move back from your computer and see that gap? Is it a tiny one? Is it big? Can you see it from far away, or are you kind of trying to figure it out there? So if you got to take a couple moments to find the fair value gap, it's not a good one. At least that's what I've learned. Okay, so those are our conditions. Honestly, I would love to take a short. Longs are great at all-time highs, but taking a short would be fun too. So what do we got on BOOKMAP? 6937 to the top. We kind of have levels all in between, but they're not really that big. About 100 orders. I'm not seeing any huge 1,800 orders. On NQ, we took that 200 level that I had marked out, and we have some spoofing here. So we had some orders coming on the books at 26240. As we come up, those orders are removed, moved up a little bit higher, and then price starts going down. So really what it looks like is someone's trying to pull price down. But sometimes that can change and it can turn into a magnet. It really just depends. So ES here too also has some nice levels. We've got a London low. We've got a 4 hour fair value gap that we've really been holding. On NQ we did not. But on ES, we held that. So we came all the way down. We tapped into that new week opening gap, and then we kind of just rocketed. So I'm bearish here because I feel like if we were really going to tap into the gap and go all the way for all-time highs, we would have done it already. But we didn't. We consolidated overnight. We had a pretty strong reversal from taking that 1 hour intermediate term low. And on ES, it is a nice sweep. Like it's big. It's not just a couple ticks. It does really look like we took that liquidity. So in order to take the short, we do have a bunch of levels here. We'll really just have to watch. Confirmation setup would be great. But to short too, we will have to break below VWAP. So we'll go over it again. 1 hour here, 1 hour there. Those are my conditions. I don't imagine we're going to come back for this 1 hour, so I will delete it. But if price starts going up, then around 10 o'clock, we'll see if we close over that gap. But what am I expecting right now? I'm expecting market open to close below this 15-minute, which it really looks like it's already going to do. It basically opened below. And then we don't really have much. We've got this 15-minute here, but I wouldn't count any of these 15 minutes until we get to the last gap in the leg because of that obvious 1 hour and that 4 hour. So This gap here, I feel like it's important. How far are we from new week opening gap? Wow. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We still got about 6 minutes here until market open. And I do have a bell guy, internet guy, coming at some point. So I prayed that it would not be today. I mean, it would not be during our session. I want to show you guys one more thing that I made. So as you all know, I have been struggling with risk consistency, and I've been trying to figure out how do I make that work? Because ideally I'd like to risk $200 per trade, but some trades I just don't have the confidence. So I made something like this, a risk consistency plan, where A+ setups, so a sweep of liquidity into an unmitigated fair value gap, and we are going to risk $200. An A setup, delivering from a fair value gap or delivering from liquidity, we will risk $100. And then a B setup, which is like, oh, it looks good, doesn't really fit all my criteria, but I would be happy to take this. I'm going to risk $50. And then subjective. So, subjective to me is like, ooh, that looks like it's going to go down. Or that looks like it's going to go up. So I'm going to risk about $50 on those, about 1 micro. And to me, those subjective setups are really just a way to invest in myself. A lot of people talk about investing in yourself and how screen time really changes how they trade and who they are. So I am going to do that. All right, the bell guy's here. Just give me 1 second. Hi, good morning. Excellent, how are you?
Good, good. So you know why I'm here?
Yes.
The internet?
Yeah.
So, I think we know what it is.
Yeah.
I just need to know how often it's doing it. How often is it cutting your hair?
Oh, I don't know. It was happening more, and then I thought maybe it was I switched my computer. It was just, I don't know. So a couple of weeks ago, it was like 3 times in the week, and it went out my phone.
Okay.
And I didn't think to reset it like the lady said, but I don't know. I switched my computer, and it seems fine. Sometimes my phone doesn't work with the internet.
Okay. I'm talking more from our standpoint, like on the modem, when you were getting that error, like it was going out of service, how often does it do that to you?
I don't check the modem that often. It's like it'll just stop working, and then my computer will load forever. So it was like it happened. How long have I been working? Since September 1st, like maybe 7 or 8 in the last 2 months.
Okay. Because we have an issue with the tower. They put the new 5G on. So the way that works is there's a whole bunch of different bands, and when it's trying to pick up the 5G, it was actually knocking you out.
Oh.
So we're gonna ban line it, so it's nothing connected to 5G. It's just something they do remotely.
Thanks.
Okay, so that's one issue fixed. Now for connectivity, have you swapped the modem recently or anything like that?
No, it's brand new. We just moved in.
You just moved in September, you said? Installed in September?
July 4th.
July, okay. If you want, I can swap the modem out. If you want to leave it and see how it goes, we can do that too. It's completely up to you. As for the connectivity issue with the antenna, I think we got that pegged. I think we got that handled. But hardware, that's why I'm here. I wouldn't have remotely, just would have called. If you want me to swap it, I'll swap it. If not, you can leave it as is. It's completely up to you.
I think the modem's okay.
You think the modem's okay?
Yeah, it was just and I couldn't get into work, and then my boss was like, oh, and I'm losing chats, and then it looks really bad on me because then all these merchants are just like, oh no, and then it's my name linked to right.
When's the last time that happened?
That was the day I called, and it was out for 2 hours. But then the thing is that I switched my computer and then it worked. But also that person on the phone did all those button things.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave you a modem.
Yeah.
But I didn't leave you a modem. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm gonna leave you my work number.
Yeah. 1 minute to market open. I don't think this gentleman knows the importance of 9:30. That's okay. He's forgiven. He seemed very nice. All right, so already it looks like we're going to close below that. I'm just going to go grab the modem. I'll be right back.
Sweep NQ buyers. Iceberg NQ sell. Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers.
No problem.
Do I need to write it down?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, that'd be probably better.
I can do all that. All right, ready.
613 360 0545. I just put Matt Bell or something like that.
Stop NQ sell.
Any issues?
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ buyers. Stop NQ sell.
45 minutes for about 3 minutes while we do that bang off.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
Bye. You too. All right. Ready. Okay, so yeah, that 15-minute gap, I did close. And our smart money reversal is on its way. So let's just watch here. 9:30. Okay, we are still on that first candle. The gentleman did say my internet could go out, so if you lose me, you know what happened. Also, he was talking about 5G, and I wanted to be like, no, I don't want that at all. Get that away from me. But, all right, we have a first presented fair value gap, looks like. What are we hitting? Okay, we hit this.
Stop ES buy.
We've gotten below VWAP, which is great. Delta's super red. Although I wouldn't discount a Judas swing. We'll just see what price shows us.
Stop NQ buy.
So if we are bearish down to
Sweep
that
NQ
London
buyers.
low, where
Stop
is my-
NQ buy.
Yeah. Okay, so if we are bearish down to that London low, then we might be able to find some type of confirmation setup here. I would prefer if we tapped into that first presented fair value gap, though. So 26150, I'm seeing it right here on BOOKMAP. Oh, and we have some orders that are coming in and pushing down price. Okay, ES is taking that London low. Not yet. Is that it? No. Yeah, okay. $6,890. So right around London low here, we've got some orders on BOOKMAP. But really, I am quite bearish today.
NQ sellers.
Just see the range.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
Stop NQ buy.
So Delta looking pretty good to go down. We're reversing before that London low. ES took it though. Dogs. ES took the London low but left behind that liquidity on BOOKMAP. Orders are gone on NQ. Oh, NQ just hit. No, it didn't. The orders were removed before NQ hit it. So we're printing orders to the downside. 26125. So somewhere around here. Honestly, I'd like to see something like this. I would take that.
Stop ES buy.
Because too, we have to understand the drawn liquidity. So I'm really thinking the drawn liquidity is lower. However, we will let the market really show us what it is. I'm not gonna guess. Markety.
Absorption NQ buyers.
I do have my MNQ on the other screen. Watching that 4 hour. We reversed right before. We left like a relative equal lows there.
Iceberg ES buy.
Delta, the bears outweigh the bulls right now on both indexes. Take a look at our gaps. That one's been closed. This one, so this one's basically still holding. We do have this low inside of there and these lows.
Stop NQ sell.
Seeing buy icebergs. Still haven't taken out that low. There you go. No?
Stop NQ sell.
I took it on MNQ, but not on NQ. One thing I've noticed is that shorts just have so much resistance. Like the buys just go woo, 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 but then the shorts are like, oh, wick, oh, wick. Even yesterday, I took a short and I held it, I don't know, almost 2 hours.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, so that 90 level on ES. Can remove our London low. Our
Stop
90
NQ
level's
sell.
coming. NQ is taking that now, the 4 hour intermediate term low, including London low. NQ just took liquidity on BOOKMAP. Okay, I'm seeing bigger sell icebergs on NQ. But ES, there's none. It's just buy icebergs. If you're bullish, you can look for the reversal from here. There's a 1 minute. It's not the best. But I just don't really believe in that right now. Not from the higher time frame analysis.
Sweep ES sellers. Absorption ES buyers.
So once we hit this
Iceberg
liquidity
ES
here,
buy.
we could just
Stop
plummet.
ES sell.
Sometimes underneath that liquidity, we have icebergs.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
$562 buy iceberg on ES.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Iceberg NQ sell.
But it really
Sweep
sounds
NQ
like the
sellers.
sellers are sweeping the books.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers. Iceberg NQ sell.
So hard to hear with all the dog noises. What am I hearing? I don't know, just the thoughts in my head. I can't think when there's dog noises going on.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Stop ES sell.
Well, yeah, so we hit that liquidity, and I guess we uncovered some icebergs. The delta's really red.
Stop NQ buy.
So now we are in that big, obvious 1 hour.
Sweep NQ sellers.
We took the
Sweep
1
NQ
hour
sellers.
intermediate term low now too. Basically, our only thing to do is to plummet. So let's just wait, see if we can get a confirmation set up. Let's take a look at the higher time frame.
Sweep NQ sellers. Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers.
It's another really crazy thing about the market is that I've been noticing a lot about priced in. So all of this news of earnings and earnings going well and talks with China, it soared the market for days. But then when the rate cuts actually happened, like we didn't really do too much.
Sweep ES buyers. Absorption ES sellers.
Okay, huge buying square. 1,000. Huge buying square. Let's check on NQ. Not that big. Not as big as ES. Okay, so now here,
Iceberg ES
26,100. I am seeing support coming in. So this would be considered A plus. Sweep a low. We took out that 1 hour. We're inside of 1 hour. If we do decide to reverse, it would be A plus, but not
Sweep
too
NQ buyers.
big on the bulls
Absorption
today.
NQ sellers. Sweep NQ buyers.
I would prefer manipulation candle and then to go
Sweep
down.
NQ buyers. Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers.
Wow, I really feel like we could just hit the sell button
Stop
here.
NQ sell.
Take a look at the squares. Oh, okay. So yeah, that price is manipulating again. So those orders didn't get taken. They just moved. Okay. Not a lot of fair value gaps here. We'll see how this 30-second closes. I might just send 1 micro. All right, let's give it a go.
Order filled.
Let's send 1 micro. We're gonna go up to
Iceberg ES buy.
let's just see. So I'm taking it up to these equal highs here. It's about 120 ticks. Once we hit this, I will go break even. It's a nice green candle. And that support there on BOOKMAP really tells me that we want to go up. So just waiting for my break even to hit here. Oh, it's come back down on me. Just let it retest that fair value gap. I do have a hard stop. For 36 bucks. Let's see. It's retesting the 30-second. Oh, and we created equal highs, so do imagine we will go back up. Just holding. If we close below that 30-second, did we? Let's check on NQ. No, we didn't. We still held it. So I really liked the momentum. I liked the spoofing. And then the And then the delta didn't look too bad, just to take one micro. Like obviously we're not going to go full position on this because our higher time frame bias does look bearish. But if we can catch a quick one, why not? So everything's still holding. Okay, it looks like that 30 seconds gonna close below. I might have to, I'm gonna exit my position here. We got about 7 seconds. 7 seconds, 2 seconds. Ooh, it just closed below.
Order filled. Order
All
filled.
right, I exited my position, down $20. Now we don't have a short entry. Oh. I would say if this was gonna run, it would have run. Okay, a good try. We had a couple confluences there. Not our A+ setup. We got a bunch of 15s here. One here, one here. Oh, I didn't see what ES had done. Oh, damn. I should have been watching ES too. Because ES held that 30-second. That's okay. Getting close to 10 o'clock.
Stop ES5.
Just watching now, we're consolidating. So, no 5 on NQ, but ES has a 5. When's the next 5-minute end? In 2 minutes. Okay, so now ES 6882 here. There's some support coming in. NQ and ES both have support. Watching that 5-minute. Alright, guys, it looks like we're gonna dump.
Stop and Q sell.
Ryan took the 15-minute. I don't really take a 15-minute. But he did look at the same smart money reversal that we did. So good job. So rejecting from a 5-minute on ES. You guys know I'd really love to take a short. We kind of swept it here again, manipulation leg, but I'm just not seeing anything. So let's just be patient. Delta's calmed down, pretty neutral. We are in the macro. Let's check out the 4-hour. So ES has got a 4-hour there that it wouldn't break yesterday. So it really looked like it broke. ES pretty close to new week opening gap. I might just sell with 1 micro. Where's my stop? All right, let's try it.
Order filled.
So I will put a hard stop at these highs here. I'm going to sell with 1 micro.
Stop and Q sell.
And we're just going to watch.
Iceberg and Q buy. Iceberg and Q buy.
So this would be
Q buyers. Stop and Q sell. Stop and Q sell. Iceberg
an
and Q
X
buy.
setup, a
Sweep
subjective
and Q
setup.
sellers.
Let's take a look on the higher time frame. See where we can find a break-even spot. Not really much. We just got this whole thing to kind of go through. Sometimes when the 4-hour closes, then we like to retest, especially if it's an inversion. We do look like we're going to inverse this 4-hour. The 1 hour we're making our way through. I don't know if we'll inverse it firstly the whole time. Dogs. Okay, it's come back up. I didn't go break even yet. Sometimes what happens is I get that feeling to sell short, and then I just have to take a couple stabs at it. That happened to me yesterday too. I had to take a couple stabs at my short. Just 1 second. Okay, so let's come back to our entry. What are we seeing here? Bookmap looks kind of neutral. I would say that if this here, because these orders just keep coming and going and coming and going. I would say that if these orders go, I would like to add. Oh, ES 6880 now. 6880.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Let's check out that square. Nothing really too big. So yeah, down here, that 1514, we'll just keep our eye on it. Watching ES. I did have to put my dogs in their room. They're just being too loud today, and they're not happy in there. Okay, so 10 o'clock. Now that 4-hour close, it's a tiny one. But ES finally closed below the 4-hour that it had just been rejecting all day yesterday. So I think the close on ES means more to us than the one on NQ. Otherwise, this 1 hour and the 15 minutes are more important.
Sweep NQ buyers.
But I'm not too worried about much right now. So here it is. 7.5. However, it's been here and then it's been here.
NDX Medina, QQ said a happy Friday and
Somewhere around here.
happy Halloween. You are hooch. Filth. you
Thanks,
animals.
Alex. Where are we targeting? I have a take profit down below, but I kind of want to see how that price moves, because we could want to come and retest for that 4-hour inversion. That's a possibility. Check if we inverse anything on the 15. No, still holding all our 15s. It's coming back. So yeah, really the only thing we could be worried about right now is that 4-hour winder retest. Or maybe the inversion doesn't count. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just wanted to spoof us out. This is kind of the short I was in yesterday. It was just boom, doom, bing, doom, bing. And then it went boom. And I was like, it might take profit. It might take profit. And I kept moving it up, and then I kept moving it down. And then it hit my take profit, and then it went to my real take profit, and I said, Samaya. Okay, so 6880 looks pretty big. However, as we've been seeing that these liquidities on price could actually, there could be hidden icebergs under there. We saw that with the first one. but we don't know until it's been taken. So let's just watch patiently and see. We have our position open. I don't really have a break even other than that bookmap level.
Stop NQ sell. Stop ES sell. Iceberg NQ buy.
What's happening? Okay, ES took it 6,880. So now let's see. I would say now's a good time to go break even. NQ taking it. All right, now's a good time to go break even. Because this is where we could either just go woo, or we could go boing. So didn't really see any big sell bubbles as we hit that, but also no big buy bubbles. Oh, you know what, guys? We never even hit it. The orders were pulled right before we got there, and then the orders were moved down to here. So kind of working with some spoofing in the market. That's all right. Taking a look back at ES now. Well, you know what we could have done?
Stop NQ buy.
This is what I've actually not been doing lately. Stops at break even, so if we get hit out at break even, then that's just the way she goes. The delta's not really looking too spectacular. Minus 296, minus 350, minus 414, plus 330. We're still in the negatives. Oh, it's come back. It's come back.
Stop NQ buy.
Yeah, look, ES took it. No real big volume there, and then it brought another one.
Order filled.
We are break even. That's what we could do, though. That's what I didn't look at, was like a rebalance to the 50% of the impulse. Ooh, that's a big candle. Okay, Delta looking a little more green now. Chop. Kind of V-shapey. Okay, green.
Iceberg ES sell.
Green support.
Stop ES buy. Stop NQ buy.
Oh, also too, we could look at this. I forget. I've been forgetting about my discount. So we basically just tapped into discount of the leg yesterday. So that would make a lot of sense. Let's mark this. Oops. Yeah, so we just tapped into discount. Very interesting that the orders were there on BOOKMAP for the discount. I should have checked that before. There, it's going down again. Ugh. Do I want to sell again? Where was my original entry? 103.75. It's a little bit lower, somewhere here. $882 plus $882. Okay, so yeah, maybe what happened was that it wanted to tap in a discount of yesterday's range before going back up. But I don't know. Just looking around on ES now. Oh, ES actually got to the bottom of that 1 hour. All right, one more sell.
Order filled.
Stop at the high.
Sweep ES sellers. Absorption ES buyers.
Stop at the high.
Iceberg NQ buy. Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Sweep NQ sellers.
So my entry now is a couple points above my last entry. There's no, there is no entry model here, but what I was using is my subjective setup, so it's a little more than $50 because of the range, but that's okay. Let's see how this goes. We'll monitor our BOOKMAP. Okay, those orders are gone and have not been replaced. Amazing. NQ still has some orders there though. Let's come back up. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick peek. Be right back. Station. There, that's my entry. That's my stop.
Stop NQ sell.
Oh, my little
Stop
doggy.
NQ sell.
Where are we going to? 921. 25. 921. Oh, that's far. 25. I think what I'll actually do is I'll use ES as my take profit. But I mean, if we're going down, we're going fucking down. Sell. Dong. Sell. I'm gonna go let my dogs out. I'll be back. Okay, coming. So yeah, look at on BOOKMAP. So as we come up, we're coming up, and then we get a sell square. And then we're getting orders. We have support. I'm seeing support on both NQ and ES. Excuse me. So yeah, that spoofing is there. It is back. It could not mean the best for our position. Let's take a look at our higher time frames. No fair value gaps here. No fair value gaps here. Nothing except for up to here. So if we do want to, like, price could just come back up to this 5. It might be everyone also is going short here. Yeah, we have a bit of a hold here. Look. Prices come back up. I don't really like where my stop is. It's not the best. It's kind kind of like, it's just above this. So if we want to come and sweep into this 5 minute and sweep this high, that doesn't mean the best for our stop loss. Okay, so now ES had spoofing just above price. Came and went in a matter of a second. NQ support here is still every time we come down, support. We're consolidating support. So just watching. ES has a 1 minute fair value gap here. I'm going to see if we inverse that. No 2 minute, no 3 minute. Those are up sounds though. Those are sounds to go up. Oh, what was that? That was printed.
Absorption ES buyers.
Okay.
Sweep ES sellers.
A red
Absorption ES
patch
buyers.
on ES. Ooh, not me daddy. I don't know about a break even here. I'm just gonna monitor this. I will at some point very soon have to go log into work, so. However, this is what fills my heart. Trading. And sharing all my, oh look, see? You see it? Can you see it? Yeah. NQ removed that right before we came to it. So somebody really wants the market to do something. I'm not gonna go break even yet.
Top NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers.
If we come and inverse, like if we inverse this whole manipulation candle down, yeah, I'll consider closing my position. But I don't really want to get stopped out at break even again to take a worse entry. I mean, I probably wouldn't enter again. Oh, look. Now it's back. Damn, that makes price so choppy. It's back here. So we've got this huge fair value gap here. If we inverse this all in one candle, I might consider reversing my position. About 30 seconds until that candle closes. Just not seeing enough evidence to go up. Oh, let's check it on NQ. I shouldn't be watching on MNQ. Oh, okay. No, it did not. But that doesn't mean that it can't still come for a stop.
Stop ES buy.
Okay, about 30 seconds. The 30-second also didn't inverse. And now we have two of them. Two supports. Around 50 and then 36. No, it didn't inverse it. Not on the 30-second, not on the 1 minute. Oh, the delta's looking pretty green actually on ES. ES did inverse it, but ES left a volume imbalance. Coming back up. I mean, what did we sweep? We swept low of day. This could go up. I honestly don't know. Like, this does look like a reversal. We didn't really sweep any liquidity. Let's see what ES did. No, we're just hanging out in that 1 hour. Hanging out in the 15-minute closed over. Hanging out in the 15. We got this 15 last gap in the leg. Yeah, this is basically what happened yesterday. Could still just want to pump. Okay, I would say that if we inverse the 1 minute and all one candle, then I would consider adding here. Look, we come down and then buyers come. Delta's pretty neutral. Look, ES has support coming in. 877. I guess this is the boring patience they talk about. Yeah, look at that support. Look what it does to the price.
Stop and Q buy. Stop and Q buy.
Now we created equal eyes.
Iceberg and Q buy.
Uh-oh. It's coming. It's not the best stop loss, I will
Sweep
be
and
honest.
Q buyers. Stop and Q buy.
Oh, that's
Sweep
not
and
good.
Q buyers.
That is not good. Alright, it's coming for a stop. You can see it. So with the subjective trades, I will put a stop because I don't, it's not the same. With IFVGs, I look for an invalidation and that's when I stop out. But with these ones, it's more just subjective, right? And it's just something we're trying out. Could still come for our stop loss. We hit a 1 minute that we had a 1 minute that we're retracing from. No, I'm watching on the 30-second on both. Doing that error again. No, it's gonna hit us. One more. And then it's gonna hit us. Order filled. Order filled. Yeah, so that V shape was good, but it didn't really. Nah, it's gonna hit us. It's so close to hitting us out. Oh, we're gonna. No, he does not look happy. It's my son at daycare. He said, Mom, why you put me here? So yeah, the delta's still looking good for the short position. To be fair. Like really strong red delta coming in as we're going up. And as it hears me say that, I was gonna come for my stop. I got a 2-minute here. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Order filled.
Damn it. All right. So now we are down 100 on the day. That's all right.
Stop NQ buy.
Look, it fills my order, and then this goes away. I'm not one of those, though. I'm not one of those that says, oh, the market is hunting my stop. I see lots of people say that. It sounds really fucking gay. So, yeah, look. V shape. But what it was basically an A setup. Well, maybe we swept liquidity. Not really. I guess. All those orders down there really did not want us to go down. So let's look at our week. Down 335, not too bad. Not the best week. Good losses though. ES is now just testing that inversion. Now let's see, are we going back to the discount of the range? Not yet. All those orders are still down there. There's about 2,000 orders. Someone doesn't want us to take 26,000. Now we're at VWAP, no longs there. But look, we basically manipulated out, go down, and now we're kind of manipulating out on both ends. Let's take a look at that on NQ. What are we looking at? The 5-minute. Yeah, so we manipulated out. Manipulated up, manipulate down. Maybe now we go back for that high. We did, however, inverse a 4-hour. Oh, we held this one. No, we already inversed that. So we inversed this 4-hour. Now NQ's coming back to test it. 1-hour obvious gap still holding. Huge 15-minute here. Now we are going into that macro, but I do have to sign out. Green squares, indicating support to go up. I wonder, would this be considered a 15, would this be considered an intermediate term low? Because then we swept it. 5-minute low and then we swept it. I wonder about that. Boing. All right, well, I do gotta sign out now. We can take a minute here and do our journaling. We should have done that before. I just kind of got stuck staring at the charts. What did we do today?
Sweep NQ buyers.
So post market October 31. Today we were patient. We had our bias. And tried a few subjective
Sweep NQ buyers.
setups with minimal risk. I felt annoyed by my dogs. I felt calm in the market. But that extra distraction made my head feel loud. Come back Tuesday. Perfect. All right. Thank you all for joining me today. We had great time. We kind of figured out something about those intermediate term highs and lows because I think that they form and then they can be swept. I don't know how I can ask Ryan that. Doesn't seem like there's any way I can. I do post questions to him, but he ignores them. So we will have to do a little more research on that and be a little more diligent. Also, we were kind of shorting into support, kind of an issue. Although with our risk management plan today, we did very good. So thank you for your time. Thank you, Samaya, for showing up and being fearless and investing in yourself. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.